I find the critical value and rejection regions for the type of z-test with level of significance alpha. Include a graph with your answer. This is a right-tailed test. Alpha is equal to 0.02. Over here you'll notice that we have the Table 4 standard normal distribution, second page from our textbook, because you will need this. When it says include a graph with your answer, since we are doing our answers in MyStatLab, you will not need to put a graph into MyStatLab, but you are going to need to use a graph in order to go ahead and draw this out so that you know exactly what you're looking at. This is a right-tailed test, so we're looking at the upper region of the graph. Okay, and this is going to be the area of rejection, and this is an alpha equals 0.02. So since this is a right-tailed test, we'll do 1 minus alpha, which is equal to 1 minus 0.02, which will be equal to 0.98. This is what we're going to look for in the table. So we're going to look for 0.98, and we're going to get as close to that as possible. And 0.98 is right between these two values. And if we look at both of those, 0.798 is closer to 0.98 than 0.9803. So we'll go ahead and we'll go straight, we'll go across here to 2.0, and we'll go straight up here to 0.05. So that means that our z is going to be equal to 2.05. And we are done. So you'll definitely type in 2.05 in MyStatLab in the answer key, and then once you press enter, you'll get your fantastic or well done or good job, and then it'll bring up this part of the problem that says select the correct choice below, and if necessary fill in the answer box to complete your choice. Notice that I've gone ahead and drawn my graph. This, as I said, is the rejection region. So we're going to reject if we're above. If we are above 2.05. So our choices here, select the correct choice below, and if necessary fill in the answer box to complete your choice. This is a right-tailed test, which means that we're going to be looking for a sign that is going to be pointing to the right. So the rejection region is going to be z is greater than, and then we'll go ahead and just type in 2.05, and that will be our correct answer. And then we'll move on to the next part. And even though I've already drawn the graph, MyStatLab is going to want you to go ahead and choose the correct graph, and since the one right here for part B actually matches my graph that I've drawn, and let me scroll back up so that I can show you that. Here's my graph that I drew right here, and we want to look at the choices below and see which one looks exactly like that, and that gives us choice B, which is going to be this one. And then we will go ahead and click that radio button in MyStatLab, and we will finish.